Hey guys, this is Fluff, and today I guess there is a patch. It is Thursday, but I did think that Valve mentioned they weren't going to release patches during tournaments. I guess GSC Thailand is a minor. So yeah, this is my first time opening it up, 7.15. But I did manage to look at the first one before I even started recording. Bounty runes now spawn every 5 minutes. What does that mean? I mean, I get what it means literally, but does that mean... So it's not going to be every 2 minutes anymore. That's really weird. Let's just keep reading through these changes here. Bounty runes now grant gold to each player, 40 plus 3 per minute. Oh, that's insane. Bounty runes are now fully fills bottle. That's great. Bottle's heal rate increased from 80-40 to 150. Oh, because the bottle got over nerfed. So, wow, this is actually really, really nice for supports, even. Just the fact that everybody's benefiting from bounties, it's going to make it more of a contention point. It's going to make people feel like, there's going to be opportunities to gank or set up, like baits even. You can be like, oh, this guy's going to come here at 10 minutes. Let's smoke it, or let's, be ready for this anti-mage to blink and get this rune. Obviously, he wants it, or somebody will, They're very valuable. As far as the bottle heal goes, that's just an overall good buff. Like, the bottle itself has just been so underwhelming recently. But this does mean that you won't be able to refill unless you get the actual runes on the river now. So it's still but a step in the right direction, especially for a hero like Io. So this is another indirect Io buff, because some people have already been starting to skip it, including myself. But with something like this, I can definitely see myself potentially picking it up in some situations. And I already was, so it's kind of nice. Melee creeps base gold reduced by 2. Range creeps base gold reduced by 1. Okay. Seems kind of minor. Range creeps bounty increase per upgrade changed from 1 to 3. With these changes, the total gold difference on the map at 40 minutes is 2,052 less gold. So range creeps bounty increase per upgrade changed from 1 to 3. So it's... Why is it less gold? The total difference on the map at 40 minutes is 2,000 less gold? Well, I don't really understand this, but if it's less gold, then that just means less of a... like a... more of an even distribution, I guess. Like, supports will be able to... The cores won't really be scaling this much further ahead, especially with the... in combination with melee and range creeps. Bounty reduced slightly. Melee barracks team bounty reduced from 225 to 175. So that basically, with the last patch, they increased the HP, and now they're reducing the bounty. So they're trying to limit the advantage that people are getting off the Raxes, and pushing early in general. Like, this isn't going to change it for late game, but it's really going to hurt teams that are trying to push. Ground courier bounty reduced from 175 to 125. Flying is still 175. Okay, that's fair. It gets sniped a lot these days. Not even that uncommon to see. 175 gold is so much. It's already so crippling, but... Alright. Tower denies now remove all gold instead of just half. Previously, it gave 50, 60, 70, 80 for tier 1, 2, 3, 4 denies. Wow. That's awesome. That actually makes it so worth it. That's great. There's so many times where I'm just like, yeah, let's go YOLO it with my support. Because if we get it, it was already worth it in my eyes. And now it's just like, wow. Agility heroes base strength increased by 1. Okay. Intelligence heroes base intelligence reduced by 2, except for Bane. What the heck? Oh, it's because they wanted Bane to stay the same stats. Why nerf the intelligence of int heroes? I guess it's... I mean, 2 is a lot for a support in early game. Um, wow. I don't know. I cannot possibly imagine why that'd be the case. Why they'd do that. Neutral camp stack bounty increased from 20% to 25%. Awesome. Ancient HP regen increased from 8 to 12. Okay. Observer rewards restock cooldown reduced from 150 to 135. Awesome. Observer rewards cost reduced from 80 to 75. Awesome. Enchanted mango HP regen reduced from 0.7 to 0.6. That was necessary because people were just like stacking mangoes every game. It's still viable. So it's not like, instead of like, you just have to double it because that's how everyone was running double mangoes. Double mango support, double mango offlane, double mango carry. So 0.7 times 2, 1.4. And so basically you lose 0.2 regen, which is, it's a decent percent hit, but still gonna do it. Roshan Slam damage growth increased from 8 per minute to 10. I like this. Rosh should be hard. Rosh should... Wait. Damage growth increased from 8. Oh, okay, yeah. Rosh should be hard. This should... I always said that, like, I think Rosh should cast, like, Lightning Storm from Leshrac. Like, this is when Rosh was dying instantly to Medallion and Slardar and stuff like that. Like, he should have some kind of ranged ability that would make it very difficult to take because it was so easy. But now it's more fine-tuned. You don't really necessarily need that change. But teams should certainly struggle to do it because, like, a team that just runs in the pit shouldn't be able to clear it quickly before the enemy team responds. They should be losing something by taking that position. So I like the way that this is going. Roshan base damage increased from 60 to 75. Same theme. Very nice. Roshan base health increased from 5,500 to 6,000. Ooh. Yeah. This is all these are in the right... These are all the right steps to take with Roshan balance. Because the thing is, Roshan can be laughably easy at times. Especially with the right heroes and combinations. But overall, it's such an important objective on the map, but it should never feel easy, you know what I mean? Removed a tree to the bottom right of the dire mid lane near the map ledge. That's the one that's overlooking the river. There's just like one tree in the middle of the river. Like, I can't really make it for you here, but it'll be really instantly noticeable. I think that ward spot was just so awkward because that tree exists, and now that it's gone, it's just like, why was there a tree there? Minor adjustments to the position of the power-up runes. Okay, well, we'd have to go in game see that. I guess I'm assuming they would be closer because that would make more sense to make it safer for mids to get bottle, since most mids skip out on bottle now. Seems like the balance is more towards making bottle more relevant, but I could be totally wrong because it's not really that specific. We'll see. Reduce spawn box sizes for a few of dire neutral spawns. Okay, so that means some dire neutral spawns will be easier to stack. And I agree, some of them were pretty hard, like especially the ones by the shrine in top lane, dire side. Like, some of those can be a little difficult. Maybe they didn't change that, but even the shrine on bottom lane, there's the camp to the left, the medium camp. That one is really finicky too, for no reason. So I like this change. Hopefully it's affecting one of those. Remove the tree to the right of bottom radiant bounty rune. I was thinking left, but to the right, I don't know. We'll have to see that. Moved the bottom dire tier 1 slightly lower down. Bottom dire tower tier 1. So it's safer to play in dire off lane. Also, doesn't that mean... Okay, so there's like that little... You know when you come up the river on Radiant side, you're walking to dire bottom tier 1. You come up the river, and then you make a hard left into the bounty rune. That you could usually get by that undetected if you hug the tree line. And same thing for stealth heroes, you could get through. But if it's slightly moved down, I think the radius of the tower might actually spot you if you try to run past it. So that makes the offlane easier because you don't have to anticipate those types of flanks. And it makes it harder to ward it as well because like now supports have to run up the river to the bounty rune, or they can't like just sneak around the side, I think. I could be wrong, but this is my initial impression. Move the bottom dire bounty rune slightly to the right. So yeah, even more, it's better for the offlaner. Move the bottom dire shrine location slightly down. Better for the offlaner. Moved the top dire tier 1 slightly to the right. So, well, I don't know what they mean by slightly, but we'll see. That one doesn't seem like it makes that big of a difference. Slight adjustments to the line of sight and trees to the left of mid dire tier 1. I'm guessing it's because like there's that ramp on the left by the where you would run to get the rune. It's a little unnatural where you can't see. Like supports can just stand on top of the lower ramp and be completely undetectable or fogged. So like with this change, potentially you'd have more sight on mid as a mid laner, which is nice because the dire side does see a lot more. Range creeps now always spawn behind the melee creeps. That's oh, thank you. I didn't even know that wasn't the case. That just makes sense, you know. It should never be that way. For example, so I went into a custom lobby in AFK on Radiant side, and dire side creeps killed both of my mid lane racks and my bottom lane racks. And I didn't even play the game for 40 minutes. So something's a little wonky there if one side will get 2 lanes of racks. And this probably has to do with it. Just the way that momentum works. Captain's mode round time increased to 30-35. That's great. Captain's mode second ban phase order change. Oh god, not again. Okay, let's see. Second, first. Second, first. To first, second, first, second. So that means... Right, okay, so this is what the strategy was before. When you were first pick, you always get the counter pick on this in the second phase because second pick has to pick first, right? So they pick their third hero, then you pick your third hero, then they pick fourth, then you pick your fourth. And it was kind of it was pretty strong where like you could hold off banning a certain hero that they couldn't react to. Like, let's just say that you're going into the second phase and you wanted Broodmother, okay, in your first pick. What you could do is you could like, okay, I'm gonna give you a more basic example because Brood has other counters. Let's just say like Huskar, right? And the hero that gives the tell that you're gonna pick Huskar would be like banning AA. So you would just hold off that AA ban till the very last ban so that they wouldn't see it coming. And then they can't pick Huskar because you would get the counter pick every time in that phase. So you would get the last pick of that phase and you'd be able to like ban that target counter. So it's kind of like it was a really good strategy. So in this way, the second pick has a little more advantage. I think it was also something Ramsey said, like first pick was the one they always wanted at Epicenter. Like every team was picking first pick if they had the choice. So Yeah, in this case, second pick definitely needed some help. Like the only advantage second pick has is that they can counterpick the last hero, and right now that's not really enough because there aren't that many cheesy heroes that just win the game straight up. Like Brood got nerfed. There's no like Alchemist, no Meepo. Like a lot of those heroes that you pick in the last phase are kind of gone. So like first pick, being able to counterpick 2 lanes in the second phase was really strong. This helps a lot. This lets you be more reactive. Like you, pretty much to what I said about the first pick, being able to conceal like target bans. Now, if you banned an AA trying to get a Huskar in the last phase, then like you could see it coming. Like you'd be like, oh, why would they ban AA? Maybe we can ban Alchemist with our last pick. Maybe we can ban Huskar. You know, thinking along those lines as a drafter, and then they would probably not even pick it in the last phase because you get a counter pick as a second pick overall. So that's really nice. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up, guys. I will have to go in game and see what's up. Hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Make sure to follow the channel if you enjoyed it, and check out the description. Thank you.